Melissa Reichup here with Reichup Recruiting, and today's workshop is called Nurturing Your Networks. Now, you may say, networks? What does that mean? That's that painful cocktail stuff that I have to do. No. I want you to realize that you already do networking in your everyday life. When you ask a friend for a restaurant, or if you like someone's haircut and you said, "Who cut your hair?" That's all networking. And that's what we as human beings need to do to stay connected and to be able to help each other. So we'll throw all that negativity out the window. And I want to explain to you the importance of nurturing your network, not just your friends and family, but your professional network, and how we do this through technology tools like LinkedIn. We're going to talk about informational interviews. I'm going to talk about your networks and how to track them. And then we're going to do some breakout groups and we're going to practice what we talk about, and we'll come back together and share it and workshop it, and we'll go from there. We don't want transactional networking. You know that friend who always calls and says, "I need something," or at work, that person who you only hear from, they only respond to your emails when they need something. Those are the people we really don't want to network with. But sometimes they're necessary. I'm looking for you to be genuine and intentional about your networking. And that starts with informational interviewing, because sometimes we don't know how or when or where we want to connect with other people. It might be that I heard about this wonderful movie and I want to share it with people. I read a great book about managing up. I attended a conference, or I want to publish a paper and I need a collaborator. All of these things are reasons to reach out and connect with other people. Informational interviews. You are not asking for a job. I'm going to repeat myself. You're not asking for a job. The reason we do informational interviews are for all of those things I mentioned earlier, but they help you grow your network. And when we're thinking, and this is how we approach people, when we're thinking about making a change, that's too late. We want to start building those networks earlier. I want you to think of it as information gathering. So to do this, you need to ask some good questions. And to ask good questions, you need to craft those in advance. And you do need to do your homework. Read about the person, read about the company. But you want to have two or three or four consistent questions that you ask, by putting them in context so that they don't look like you're reading them out of a book. So I might be interested in an organization where there's professional development and there's room for me to grow. So I might be asking people about their companies, and I might say, where I am now, I've been in the same role for a long time and I haven't been growing. So I'm trying to think about other things I might be interested in doing. I wondered, where you are now, does your organization invest in professional development? And do you see people growing and changing? So that's a way of asking something without being rude about it. So in your small groups, I'd like everyone to think about what are the things they want to know about companies and people and what they're doing, and to craft some questions that you can add context to, and that they can get at things like, maybe work-life balance. That's a great place to start. So go work on your questions for your informational interviewing, because when we come back, we're going to workshop them. And then we're going to talk about a tracking sheet so that you can start seeing patterns and learning things about industries and sectors, and track your suggestions and your referrals. I call it Los Tres Anillos. That's 3 rings.